Today I'm going to try out a cigar that I've never had before. It's a Diesel Unholy cocktail. And with a name like Unholy Cocktail, who knows what I'm in for. Anyway, it's a little, actually it looks more like a torpedo. And it's got the diesel band at the bottom, at the foot. The head is torpedo or bellicoso shaped, depending on how you look at it. It's kind of got like a floral scent with a little bit. It's like a kind of like a chocolate floral scent to it. It smells pretty good. But like I said, it's called an Unholy Cocktail. So let's cut this thing and see what I'm in for. Yeah, got my trusty cutter here. A little more. Right away. Just a cold drop. A little more. It tastes. It has a little bit of a cocoa flavor to it, with just a hint of spice. It's pretty good. I'm not going to cut it any more than that. The draw is still a little bit tight, but that's alright. Now, today I'm going to use my new lighter. It's a triple flame. Don't know if you can see that or not, but what I like about it is the button to actuate it is, the pressure on it is light enough that I can actually light this with my gimpy hand. Is that cool or what? Okay, let's get a toast on this thing. People say, oh, that's a lot of flame coming out of that little torch area. Well, yeah, but toasting a cigar, you don't want to hold it down into the flame anyway. You just want the heat from the flame to toast the foot. Smells good just lighting it. A little bit of the cap's peeling off there. That's okay, it shouldn't be a problem. There it is. Right away, I'm just getting a little bit of sweet tobacco. Just barely a hint of spice, maybe a little bit of black pepper, but no sting, no spiciness, even on the finish. This is pretty good. It's pretty smooth. Yeah. I think we're going to enjoy this. Let me try retrohale. It's a little bit of spice on the retrohale. Not much. Well, I'm going to work on this thing for a little while, and we'll be back. Well, I had to snip a little bit off the end of it, off the head, get a little bit better draw. The ash has yet to fall off. It's been about half an hour. Interesting little cigar. It still has the sweet tobacco, although that's down a little bit. I got some sweet oil on my lips, and the spice picked up a little. But what I would like to talk about today is addictions. Addictions are a terrible thing. I'm not talking about an interest like, you know, I'll smoke a cigar once a week or so. But the kind of addictions that are taking over and ruining people's lives. I don't necessarily have an addictive personality, so I can't really relate to how somebody can destroy their life, destroy their health, and just ruin their life, ruin their bodies over an addiction. Like there's a lot of YouTubers, they're 400, 500, 600 pounds, and they're addicted to food. I look at somebody like that and I think, how can a person do that to themselves? Because I really don't have an understanding of that level of addiction. Like drug addicts, they'll completely destroy their lives. People that are addicted to gambling, addicted to food, alcoholics. Like I said, since I don't have an addictive personality like that, I can't really relate to how somebody can destroy their lives over something like that. I used to smoke. I'm not talking cigars. I used to smoke cigarettes. For about 20 years, from when I was 16 to when I was 36. And one day I was driving down the road. It was a nice, hot, sunny summer day. And I was thinking, I'm going to go rollerblading, mountain biking, rock climbing. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to watch my diet and all this stuff. And I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette. And I think, you know, these are not good. I'm taking this smoke down into my lungs, and that's affecting my breathing, which is detrimental to my fitness goals. So I took that cigarette, I threw it out my car window, and that was the last cigarette I smoked. I decided right then I was going to quit smoking, and I did. I go to a party with people, and I'll have 4 or 5, maybe a dozen beers or so. But when the party's over, it's back to the real world the next day. You know, I can sit down, I can have 1 beer with supper if I want. I don't always drink beer. Like right here, this is Diet Cream Soda. I find that cream soda goes well with most cigars. And Diet Cream Soda, I know. Sodas aren't good for you to begin with. But the taste of a Diet Cream Soda, to me, goes well with a lot of cigars, and it doesn't have all those sugars that'll add calories. Yeah, my body will react to the sweetness, but I'm not going to keep stuffing sweet stuff in my mouth because my body reacts to it. You know what I mean? But like I was saying, a lot of times I would go to a party, especially in my younger years. I would go to a party, oftentimes I would outdrink everybody there. But come the next day, I'm like, oh, but I'm not going to keep drinking. I know the party's over, it's time to go back to the real world. People that I used to drink with, they would become hopeless alcoholics. They would keep drinking, have a 6-pack for supper, have a 6-pack and a couple shots of bourbon or something daily. I never understood that. This one fellow I worked with, we would go out, all our buddies would go out, and we'd have a party, and we'd get stupid and drink, you know, till he got to the point where he was drinking every day, and then one day, they found him passed out in a customer's car, surrounded by empty beer bottles. Now, what drives a person to do this? Addiction. I didn't understand what was up. I don't have that kind of a problem with addiction. Yeah, like I said, yeah, I'm smoking a cigar. But oftentimes I'll go months without a cigar. I might smoke one once a week or so. Now when I'm camping, I'll fire up a couple of Churchills. We'll set up camp, sit down next to the fire, fire up a Churchill, and just sit back, relax, maybe have a beer or 2 or 3. And that would be that. Excuse me. So anyway, I'm watching YouTube videos on people who have addictions, mostly people with food addictions. There's one, let's see, I think his name is Boogie 2988. He had the operation on his stomach to reduce the size of his stomach, and he's lost a tremendous amount of weight. He's even gone through a divorce, but he's trucking. He's right on. Another girl, let's see, she's I think it's called the Chantel Show now. Little Canadian girl. She has started a whole healthy eating, juice cleanse, trying to make herself healthy, get the weight off. I don't know if she's going to go to the gym, what she's going to do, but right on. She's battling that food addiction. So, you know, if I start gaining weight, or the wrong kind of weight, then I'm going to start checking my calories, counting my calories, and get that weight off. Some people, they say, oh, I used to always be active, and then I got married, my activity level dropped, and I kept eating like I did before, and I got big and fat. You have to watch your calories. Calories in, calories out. If you eat more calories than your body burns, then your body is going to store it as fat. And even though people know this, they have this terrible food addiction that makes it so hard for them to regulate their calories. Anyway, that's just something I want to talk about, something I want to get off my chest. I'm trying to understand addiction. What drives people to do this to themselves? And I guess I can understand it in a way, but it still seems kind of foreign to me. Anyway, I'm going to keep on smoking on this guy. And actually, while I've been sitting here blithering, the spice has dropped down, and so has the body. Went from a medium to a full to pretty much a full body with the spices. Now the spices have dropped off, so it's back down to about a medium now. Still has that slight tobacco sweetness to it. Still a little bit of spice though, a little bit of sweet oil on the lips, but I'm going to keep it up, and we'll be back in a minute. Well, we'll be back. Well, it's been about an hour and 20 minutes in. Still has a slightly sweet tobacco taste. I pick up a little bit of cocoa every now and then. With some spice on the finish. I got a little bit of cocoa there. It's still been burning pretty good. The ash just dropped off. Overall, a pretty good cigar. With a name like Unholy Cocktail, I expected it to be like a bit different. It is a full body. The body is picked up again. And unfortunately, I had to cut it back so far to get a decent dry out of it that it's starting to the wrapper's starting to come off a little bit. But, you know, I keep licking it, mashing it down. It's okay. Just got to be careful with it. Well, I'm going to keep smoking this. I probably got, I don't know, maybe another 10 minutes or so out of it. So it's about an hour and a half smoke for me. I don't smoke fast. It is starting to get a little bit squishy, but it's okay. It's not getting hot yet. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to finish this up, and we'll see y'all next time.